Welcome back to another story of gardening, fixing, and actually enjoying some of the summer fruits as I try to catch you up. Good morning, everyone. Well, it's morning for me on this wonderful Sunday, and I'm off back out in the garden to do all the things that I was supposed to be doing yesterday because the day got away from me. Had to pick up some stuff, return stuff, sell stuff, just a lot of back and forth. And then it got too hot and not the best day for gardening in full sun at 32 degrees Celsius. So before we return to the same type of heat today as yesterday, I'm off into the garden to get some stuff done that I wanted to do yesterday, and then we'll be going inside during the hottest part of the day, and then potentially returning in the evening if it gets cooler or if the sun gets away. Just watching the birds. So here we go. So we have had some big issues with the apples because of the different bugs and then various other issues, but there will be apples hopefully pretty soon, and that is neighbors' kids that you hear in the background. So very excited. Of course, some of these are, have been eaten a little bit by the various bugs or birds and other things, but overall should have some apples. Oh, this is the issue we've been having. So as you can see, if I can zoom in and show, here there are some, no idea who they are, but they are very eager at making houses in the apples. Where are they now? Now I lost them. And crawling all over the apple trees. And I did cut off a lot of these type of leaves, and still they keep coming back across all the apples and the other fruit trees. So not entirely sure how that has come about or why and how to get rid of them, besides just cutting down the leaves where they infiltrate. I don't know if those are bugs, that those are eggs, or they're coming into fruition, or if those are butterflies or whatever, but I would prefer apples. So yeah, we'll see what is gonna happen. But for now, this is absolutely lovely. This tree does need some pruning, so potentially some summer pruning will happen soon, and then winter pruning, but that will happen a little bit later. For now, I hope there will be quite a few delicious apples to be had in between all of the poor leaves that have been eaten by, well, anything and everything. I do need to put on mesh netting on one more patch of strawberries, and then on the black currant in addition to the red currant that I just did. But I am getting so excited to just eat some strawberries and hopefully work on making sure that there are a lot more next year. So, but there's definitely plenty to be had now as well. So this is the strawberry patch, and then this is the other strawberry patch that I worked on today. This is a much smaller strawberry patch, and it's also the one that has some radishes and some of those onions I planted earlier, though I'm not entirely sure the radishes are actually gonna come up, so I might need to replant those. And then over here, this is where the black currant bushes are, and well, they are ripening at a much faster rate than the red currants, and I can smell them already. But yeah, there aren't too many of them, unfortunately, and also haven't had the opportunity to clean up around them just yet because there has been just so much to do, and the grass needs cutting again. Anyone else getting tired of all the cutting of grass? Definitely one of the reasons I don't want to have too much of it. But the currants, can you ever have enough? I'm not entirely sure, but I intend to find out. So I planted out a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago, these, and now there are 3 babies to this one, and then 2 babies to the other ones. So we're gonna have a lot of tulips. That's the beauty of tulips. Lots of babies. You don't need to buy too many to get more. Lots of strawberry thieves, so need to cover the strawberries now. I had to redo the mesh netting on these because, well, the other one was too big for these berries. So this mesh netting, which works very well for strawberries, or at least I hope so. I guess we'll see. But the strawberries are getting ready to be picked very soon, and hopefully I will be doing the picking and not the birds, or at least not everything for the birds like it has been. But the bush berries, they were getting caught in between these, so that didn't work because they would have been then destroyed by the netting. So changed to a different kind of netting, and it's definitely better for these bushes. So also, instead of cutting up the netting for each bush, I decided to just do 3 out of 4. The fourth one has barely any berries on them, so that's fine. But these 3 have a lot more. And while there is a lot that has kind of fallen away or been eaten already, they are ripening. And especially this one has a ton of berries. And I am looking forward to picking them when the time comes. But at least this part is done now. And I have no idea how well this is going to work because I used tree branches across all of them here and there and tried to make it in a way that it's solid, that there is no opportunity for the birds to get in and get stuck, but also try not to destroy the netting so it can be reused as much as possible over the coming years. This one, like I said, it has some berries, but like here, a little bit, and over there, and a little bit hiding under here, but mostly it's very empty. I think it's mostly because the garbage dunks have been here and they're not allowing too much sunlight in here. So it will be nice to move them potentially over to the other side, but we'll see if and when that happens. And then hopefully this one will be getting much better and producing more. And over here, well, it's chaos. Tried to put on some carton, but definitely need to do that a lot more. So yeah, that's a project for another time. Definitely not right now. So lots to do, but at least there has been some progress. progress from the apple tree and the plum tree. Now, of course, it looks wacky, but who cares? Gonna get the grass to stop growing, gonna fertilize and make it a little bit more manageable because it's just too much grass and the trees are too low, so it's not actually feasible to be cutting the grass or doing anything underneath the trees. And this is the pear tree, so still some work left to be done over here, but it's in the middle of the day and it's pretty warm and I need lunch. But didn't get the strawberries mulched from the grass that was just cut right now, and yeah, waiting for dessert to be done. Also was able to put on the cover, the net, so that the birds aren't attacking because they're already eating everything that's not even red or getting red. So, but right now I'm off to pick up some dessert. So let's see how much strawberries I can get right now. Yeah, that's neighbors redoing stuff, so, you know, great sound. Of course, hopefully the neighbor stops for a second while I pick up some strawberries. Let's see. This one is ready. One. And pardon the lovely music from the neighbor. Okay, maybe I should have gotten the netting away first. So these are almost there, almost there. This one is ready. I can't actually see it. Two. Over here, almost ready. So maybe this afternoon we will have that particular strawberry. And then, oh, okay. So here we're getting ready. And then here it's a little bit eaten at the bottom. So maybe cut that off and then take the rest. And then this one isn't ready yet. So got three of those beauties. Okay, so these are almost ready, almost ready, almost ready. Over here we got more strawberry. It's truly a forest of trying to find the ripe ones, but we are getting there. And these are just absolutely gorgeous strawberries, and they're very delicious. And just with the move, it was important to have them survive, and didn't think much of where they were put down. So here you see I can have half of it. And it was more important to make sure that they got into the ground as soon as possible so that they would not be going bad. And also making sure that planting out new ones. So there is future strawberries coming. Okay, it is a little bit hard with the netting to be picking the strawberries, but at least I'm the one picking them. I'm not saying the birds aren't gonna get something, but maybe not all of it. Okay, let's see. Okay, try not to step on some strawberries while I try to get to some in the back. Okay, there. So no more ready here. just a lot of almost. I think I looked at this one already. Yeah, almost. Actually, maybe tomorrow or this afternoon. Who knows? But for now, putting the netting back on and going to the other strawberry patches and seeing if there's something else over there.